to it. We were talking about the blogger, the kid sphere as a whole, the blogger fandom sort of ways. And you said at one point, not today, but you said earlier, I think book blogs are another version of fandom without the cosplay. What I want to know is whether this community actually sells books. Do blogs sell books?
It would be an interesting thing for someone to do a PhD project on that. And I was thinking about that. It's like, aren't the sales for YA books and children's books going up? So we could argue that with the presence of, and such a strong presence of children's and YA blogs, and combined with the fact that one of the reasons I think the children's blogging and YA blogging areas have such potential for things like that is we don't get the same coverage for these areas in mainstream media. Without the blogs, like, okay, let's say there I am sitting in New Jersey 6 years ago wondering, like, oh, can I find out information about children's books? Oh, goody, once a month the New York Times, if I'm lucky, is going to mention a book. Yay, me! And my local paper, if I'm lucky, in the summer, will run a list of summer picture books, and because I'm by the shore, they'll all be Johnny Goes to the Shore, going to the shore to visit my grandparents, and all of them be the 2 pages from the inside jacket copy. There's not that much there's just not the same level as what you can find for adult books. So I think that being able to find the news, the interviews, the background stories, it can't help but generate interest in more stories, in more what are the books being published this year, as opposed to having to wait to go to my local big box store because the independents aren't there anymore and see what their buyer has decided will be on the shelf, and at that point not even realizing that buyer might have decided they didn't like a title or cover, so the world's best book was never going to appear on the shelf for me to buy. But now, people can go to the blogs and find out about that.